Kissing Hand, written by Audrey Penn, read by Lisa. Characters: Chester Raccoon, Mom, Mrs. Raccoon, Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried.
I don't want to go to school,
he told his mother.
I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?
Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and pat him on the ear. Oh dear, sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him softly, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. At school, you will make new friends and play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your days at school as warm and cozy as your days at home. Chester looked interested.
A secret? What kind of secret?
A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned from hers. It's called the Kissing Hand.
The Kissing Hand?
Asked Chester.
What's that?
I will show you. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers and kissed his hand. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up to his arm and into his heart. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you. She took Chester's hand and carefully rubbed his fingers around the kiss and said, Now, do be careful not to lose it. She teased him. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, and even to school. That day, Chester and his mom stood in front of his school. Chester looked worried. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and said,
Give me your hand.
Chester took his mother's hand and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. Then he said, Goodbye, love you. Chester turned away and went to school. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled Mrs. Raccoon's heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you.